Hi. Okay, I'm sorry. I was having technical difficulties. Let me back you guys up a little bit. Okay, I was having technical difficulties, so that's why it took me a minute to get on here. Can everyone see me and hear me? I feel like I'm a little blurry. Am I? Trying to clean that camera off. Can everyone see me and hear me? Okay, awesome. I still feel like this camera is blurry. I'm just gonna back it up a little bit. I'm gonna back it up. Okay. Yeah, right. It's blurry. I don't know if it's the lighting. There we go. It's focusing. Maybe it was just taking a minute to focus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got my notes on my handy dandy iPad for tonight's class. It's finally Friday, right? I feel like it's been a long week. I felt like that last week too, coming off of the holiday, but it is finally Friday. So for everyone who's here right now, do you have 2020 business goals? Like, do you have some goals already that you know where you're like, okay, I didn't get to this year. I need to get this done in 2020, or some things that you may have like saw other people do and you're like, oh, I want to do that for my business in 2020, or just like specific things. Sometimes it's mistakes that we made that we're, going to correct in the new year, all of that kind of stuff. Awesome. Yes. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up my slide. Still working on it. Yeah. Not all the way figured out, but at least just an idea of kind of like, okay, I don't know exactly how I'm going to get there, but I do want to do this, and this, whatever this, and this is for you. Okay, here we go. I am sharing my screen now. Can everyone see my screen and still hear me? Okay, great. Okay, so this webinar is going to be 10 specific ways to reach your 2020 business goals with marketing you won't believe, number 8, because number 8 is a little non-traditional. My name is Kay Marie. I'm a marketing and execution strategist. I help entrepreneurs make a plan and make it happen, leading them to more visibility, more sales, and more success. Just a niche of what I do. So I'm going to be teaching this class tonight. What qualifies me to teach this? I have taught so many webinars and so many classes, and I never do this slide in the PowerPoint because I'm like, okay, everyone thinks they're qualified to teach marketing and online business at this point. There's so many coaches and so many people that do it. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let people know what qualifies me to teach this before we even get into it, just so we're all on the same page. So I've been working in online marketing and content creation since 2011. So it's been almost 9 years. It'll be 9 years in April. I started out as a digital marketer and content creator. So I was sort of like a virtual assistant, but I also did a lot of the strategy piece and help people that were in brick and mortar businesses get online and kind of get that going and get noticed and customers all over the world versus just walk-in customers. Then I moved into creating a few of my own businesses, most notably The Spoiled Writer, which is where most of you guys know me from. And there I worked with over 700 entrepreneurs. I did everything from content scheduling to strategy, coaching calls, done for you digital products, a lot of stuff that's going to be retired this year. But I did a lot of that actual creation, like actual, not like I'm just going to teach you how to market. Like I was actually doing that stuff and like selling it off. So I did all of that stuff for quite a long time. And then I sold my other businesses as I started teaching marketing and sales strategies, which I've been doing for about 3 years now. So that's where you meet me at now. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want to start off by saying that you have nothing to lose by trying, like nothing at all. A lot of people are scared of marketing because we know what it is, but we don't really know what it means for us. And that's a little bit scary as an entrepreneur because you know you have to do marketing, but because you can't really put a pin or finger on what that means for the specific things you're going to be doing in your business day to day, it can be a little bit scary. But take a second to just imagine how much better it would be to be a business owner if you actually had time to sit down and do the stuff you want to do. Like read a book, go on a vacation, like your website making sales. People always say, oh, you want your website to make sales in your sleep, you want to make coins in your sleep. It's not even about the sleep part. I mean, yes, it is, but it's more so about that I want to be able to like take a day off and relax without worrying about if my website is making as much sales as it would be making if I was there, you know, sitting in front of my laptop. I want to actually be able to relax because the whole view of entrepreneurship that we're sold is that we get to control our time and we have all of this freedom. And realistically, for most small business owners, when you first start your business, even deep into your business, you could be years in and you still don't have that freedom that you were seeking when you first quit your job to become an entrepreneur, or when you first transitioned to become an entrepreneur. So marketing is the tool that is able to give you back the extra hours in your day without sacrificing you money. So if your marketing is done correctly, you are able to just relax and life becomes a lot easier and you can work a lot less hours and make the same amount of money, if not more, which sounds amazing, right? Because that's what we thought we were signing up for at first and it didn't really end up like that. So this is going to tell you exactly how to get to that point. So I wrote down 10 specific ways you can reach your goals in 2020 with marketing. So I have all 10 of those ways. Each of them are on a slide. The number one way, well, these are not really ranked, but the title of the numbers is going to be the goal that you want to have. And then below it, I'm going to give you what a marketing goal would look like that's going to get you that result that you're looking for. And then I'm going to give you an example. So the number one thing is improving your brand reputation. So sometimes it's not always reputation, but sometimes it's just improving your brand visibility. Like you want more people to see your page, right? That's a very common goal. So the way that you can fix that with marketing is you can create and release 50% more video content each quarter to increase your prospective customers' know, like, and trust factor. By the way, if you stay through this entire presentation, at the end and you're here live, I will send you, it's going to tell me who was here live. I'll actually send you these slides in an email so you can actually look over them as many times as you need to, by the way. So stay live. But improving your brand reputation or increasing your brand visibility. So you want to create and release 50% more video content. Now, this is a very, very specific goal, and it's important that we put the percentage on it or put the number on it, even if it's not 50%, even if it's, you know, I want to release 5 more videos each quarter than I did last year. You want to put a number on it because if you don't put a number on it, you can't measure your success. And so if you were not able to measure your success, you won't feel like you had a win. So if you were to just say, I want to create and release video content each quarter, that's going to help me get more brand visibility. Okay, so at the end of the first quarter, when you go back and look at your goals, did you release video? Yes. Is it going to give you a result? It may or may not. If you release the same amount of videos as you did last year, you may not get the result that you're looking for this year, especially if you're looking to earn more money or, like it says, improve your brand reputation or your brand visibility. It might not be getting you the effect that you're looking for because you weren't specific enough and it wasn't measurable. Versus if you were to say, okay, I want to release 50% more video this quarter than I did at this time last year, then you actually have a specific number for you to measure from, and you can measure from that number and say, okay, I did this, I hit this goal, great, what's next on the list? So you can count it as a win. It's a morale thing as well, but the number is really, really important. So a good example of that would be if you released 2 or 3 videos last year, not 2 or 3, let's use a more specific number. If you released 10 videos in the first quarter last year, which would be about 3 videos a month, that extra one thrown in there, about 3 videos a month. You come back this upcoming year and 50% markup from 10 would be another 5. So you come back, you release 15 videos. That's 5 videos per month, which is going to get you a lot more increased visibility than 3 videos a month, because those extra 2 videos are going to get you a lot more views. They're going to get you more followers. They're going to get you more likes, and you're more likely to be shared. So that's a really good goal. If you have that, look at those numbers from last year and compare. If you weren't really in the business last year, then set yourself a goal that you actually have to work for, not one that's a little too easy. So second goal, increase traffic, another very common goal. So in order to reach this with marketing, you can test 3 new traffic generations every month to increase traffic and add the top traffic generator into an email required bundle. Okay, by the way, all of these 10 strategies I actually use with clients and they do work. So maybe I should have named this webinar 10 marketing strategies to make you more money, because literally that's what all 10 of these will do. Even if the goal doesn't literally say make you more money, all 10 of these will increase your revenue like naturally without you even having to try if you just follow these 10. So number 2, increasing the traffic. So this could be traffic to your Instagram, or it could be traffic to your website and landing pages. It doesn't matter. The marketing goal still stays the same. You want to create 3 new traffic generation methods, and every month, whichever method gets the most amount of traffic or the most amount of email subscribers, you want to take that out and add it to a bundle of freebies, and you offer that bundle of freebies in your email list. So for example, okay, I want to increase traffic to my website. So I'm going to create 3 freebies and put them in different places on my website. And then I'm going to put the link to all 3 of those freebies in my link tree, in my bio on Instagram and wherever else I am on the internet. I'm going to put those 3 links, right? At the end of the month, I'm going to look and see out of those 3 freebies, which one got the most traffic. They don't have to be freebies that are attached to your email list. They could be blog posts, free blog posts. They could be free videos. It could be a free video on YouTube, free information in a blog post, and a free download. Whichever one gets the most amount of traffic, pull it out to the side and add it into a bundle. Now, why I say add it into a bundle, some people do a resource library, but I say add it into a bundle because if you take the best of what you offer for free and you put all of those really, really high converting, high quality products into one bundle, and someone sees that and they say, and they look and they see, oh wow, I can download these, by May you'll have 5 things in your bundle. Oh my gosh, I can download a bundle of these 5 amazing things for free. They're going to download it. So your email list is going to grow by a ton. Your email list is going to grow by a ton, but you're also going to be gaining a lot of traffic, because as people are downloading and as people are looking at these free things that you have going on, they're also going to share them. Now, this can tend to be, if you try to make all 3 of these lead magnets, it can tend to be a little bit heavy on the work. If I were you, I would do one of each, one video, 1 blog post, 1 lead magnet that's set up to the email. They could all be 3 blog posts. They could be 3 videos, whatever is easiest for you, because what you need to be doing and operating on is your strength. So if your strength is video, do the videos. If your strength is creating freebies for email, create the freebies for email. If your strength is blog posts, do the blog posts. It doesn't matter. People are going to naturally gravitate towards, your audience is going to naturally gravitate towards the form in which they like to digest information. And once they tell you in what form they would like to digest information, then you have to follow that. Okay? So if you don't like video and you release a video and it gets a lot of views, you may actually start to like video because you're going to see that it converts, but it works differently for each business. So that's why you have to try different types. Okay, goal number 3. Acquire more prospects from your existing market. So this is, okay, I already have an audience on Instagram. I don't really feel like taking the time to grow my audience. I'm not interested in having 1 million followers. That stuff's not really important to me. I would rather just hone in on the audience that I have and make money from the audience that I have. That is a very realistic goal. There is nothing wrong with that. You do not have to have even 5,000 or 10,000 followers to live a very nice, relaxed life, a very paid life from running an online business. Like, you do not have to have a 1 million followers, unlike what a lot of people will tell you. Okay. You may have heard you only need, 1,000 strong, or you only need 100 strong. I would say anywhere in between there, 100 to 1,000 followers is actually a really good size audience, and you can make money and really, really help people with that size of an audience. Okay. So if you want to acquire more prospects from an existing market, if that is your goal, is to focus on the followers that you already have, what you can do is implement content upgrades into every blog post or an extended video release. And you are going to be aiming to turn 20% of those visitors into leads on your email list. So a content upgrade is when if you've ever gone to read a blog post and at the end of the post it says, oh, by the way, if you want a worksheet that goes with this post, you can submit your email here. And people will submit their email and download. You probably have submitted your email and downloaded before. Or if you have, like this is an extended video right here. This is probably going to be 45 to 60 minutes long, but I'm going to put a preview on Instagram that's like 2 or 3 minutes. So that preview that goes on Instagram that's 2 or 3 minutes, hey, if you want the extended video release, then you can submit your email, blah, 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 in this blog post. That's not how I'm going to do it, but I could do it that way, and you could do it that way. But they can submit their email, and it could turn those website visitors into leads on your email list. And your email list is really where you make a lot of money. It's the bulk of the money, and it's the most predictable place to make money. Email marketing is very, very predictable. Like, the average email open rate is in between 20 to 30%. If your product is perfect for your audience, you're going to see about a 9% conversion rate. If it's not so perfect for your audience, but it's still a decent product, just not in the right brand position, you're going to see in between 2 to 3% conversion rate. I just know that from being a marketing consultant. But for you guys, you can use those same exact numbers to determine, okay, I know how much money I'm going to make this month. My income's going to be more consistent because I take the time to market to my email list. But in order for you to get more of your followers converted into actual customers without growing your Instagram account, you have to do things like this. So you will implement content upgrades. If you have blog posts, go back into your blog post and figure out how you can add a worksheet or a cheat sheet or a template or something that people can download. And also to your videos, add something that people can download. And your goal is going to be to turn 20% of your website visitors into leads on your email list. If you've only got 1,000 website visitors a month, 20% of 1,000 is 200 leads on your email list. And what's 9% of 200 is 10. No, I'm sorry. 9% of 200 is 19. It's either 19 or 20. So 19 or 20 sales. If you've got $100 product, that's $2,000, consistent $2,000. So just keep that in mind. And that's if you only have 1,000 visitors. You may have a little bit more than that, because people who visit your website are not just coming from social media. A lot of them are coming from social media, but you're going to get, when you start getting up high into your blog posts, when you have, I would say probably at least 50 blog posts on your website, you're going to start getting a lot of traffic from the Google search engine, and that will count into your numbers as well. Goal number 4, launch a product. Launch a product. If your goal, one of your goals in 2020 is to launch a product, then marketing can help you by defining a strategy and content release plan, set a revenue goal during the intended launch period, and condition release the content. So your marketing strategy is going to include, this is my product. What type of content am I going to release or talk about to promote the product? Because yes, you can come on Instagram and say, hey, this is my product, buy it. Hey, this is my product, buy it. Hey, this is my product, buy it. But that's going to get tiring for you, and it's going to get tiring for your audience. You should do it, but in between those, hey, this is my product, you should buy it, you need to be talking about other things. So that's you talking about, okay, this is why you need it. These are the benefits. This is what happens if you don't have it. This is what my life was like before the product. This is what my life is like after the product. I gave this product away for free to someone who's my ideal client. This is their experience with that product. So all of those types of things are different pieces of content that you can release on a timeline. People's biggest mistakes when they release products is the marketing. Like, that's the problem. It's almost never that your product's not good. Like, you guys create awesome products. They look good. They solve a problem. They're perfect for your ideal client. But if you don't take the time to market, then no one's going to know it exists. They're not going to really understand what's on the inside of it. It's for them, but they may not know it's for them. So marketing explains all of that stuff. So if you're going to launch a product in 2020, if that's one of your big goals, and you have a product that you've been working on, or you have an idea where you're like, I'm going to launch this in 2020 and I'm going to make a lot of money, or I'm going to change a lot of lives, you need to make sure that you have a strategy and content release plan, set a goal for the launch period, and also define the launch period, okay? Now, that last sentence, condition release the content, that's a little bit of a higher level term, but condition release the content, that means in the beginning of your launch period, you releasing your content as normal. If at any point you are not hitting your sales goals, or you are not on track to hit the goal, the overall goal for your launch period, you've got to start releasing more content, and that's going to boost your sales. So that's what I call a condition release. I've never heard anyone else call it that, but that's what I call it, because the amount of content you release is directly related to the amount of sales that you get, because content marketing is organic marketing and it's free for you to do. You just have to take the time to create the content. So if you create enough backup content and you're like, oh man, my launch period ends next Tuesday, I'm not on track to make the $10,000 I wanted to make. What am I going to do, over the next 5 days or 6 days to get those sales up? You release more content. So it's called a condition release. That's what I call it. Goal number 5. If one of your goals is to break into a new market or release a new product, this is what you can do on the marketing side. Research the competition that is in that market currently. Determine how you will differentiate your product. So what makes your product different? Collect data on your potential customers' interests. Doing those marketing activities will make your new product or going into a new market a lot more successful than you just jumping out there. So when I say new product, that's like you adding to a line that you already have, or adding to services that you already have. A new market would be either taking a previous product and marketing it to a new audience, or taking a new product and marketing it to a new audience. So for example, if you are a business coach and all of 2019 you had like maybe an ebook and you had one-on-one coaching. So now in 2020, you're thinking, okay, I want to make a little bit more money. Let me come out with a new product. That may be a workbook, or it may be a group coaching. Or if you want to break into a new market, you may say, okay, I'm still going to offer my ebook. I'm still going to offer my one-on-one coaching, but instead of just working with women who are single moms, I'm going to work with men who are also single. Or instead of just working with women in their 20s, I'm going to also work with women in their 40s. That's a new market. Okay. What you do to be successful on the marketing front of accomplishing that goal is make sure that you research competitions in the market, determine how your product is going to be different, and collect potential customer interest by doing surveys or creating that product to your new market at a lower price so that you can get data and feedback on your product design, okay? Because if you skip that step, you're gonna take a whole lot of time to try to figure out what a whole lot of time and a whole lot of so 2020 to make more money next year than you made this year. That like I know all this stuff. I'm okay with what I did. I love my audience. I love my Instagrams that you sent. You know, just following my email list is okay. My website's up. I did all this stuff. That's all. Here's a goal on the marketing side. Launch 4 new products by the end of the year, which is 1 per quarter. So that's 1 every 3 months. Follow a launch plan with goals and timelines, and you can use the goal that we said above, marketing release content, and keep track of previous revenue during the same time period of the previous year. So always be aware, if your goal is to make more money next year than you made this year, then you need to have literally a calendar or a printout or a trade report, something that's in eyesight that you have handwritten that says, December of 2018, I made this much. It's December of 2019. This is where I'm at right now. Because that direct comparison is going to help you make the changes that you need to make in order to increase your revenue. Okay. Now, the marketing goal that I put on here is launching 4 new products, because if you're literally just trying to increase your revenue, you need to have more offers. And that's really what a lot of service-based entrepreneurs run into. You need more offers, and it's not always more services. It's not always more services. Sometimes it's more digital products. You might need more ebooks. You may need more workbooks. You may need a group coaching. You may need to offer a new video bundle. You need to create more products if you want more revenue, like period. There's other ways to do it, but off the bat, if that is your number one goal, you need to look at what are the products I offer right now? What can I add to this that's going to take my customer to the next level? And for a lot of us, it's not necessarily adding a lot of the same level. It's adding a value ladder. It's creating a value ladder. So a value ladder would be, okay, I've got my ebooks, they're 27. I've got my workbooks, they're 47. And then I have my coaching, that's, $9.97 for 4 weeks or 6 weeks, whatever it may be. You may need to add another product somewhere on that ladder. You may need in between your 47 and your 997, you may need a 297 course. Or in between, if your highest product is 297, you may need a 997 service that's a little bit higher. So adding those products, but also adding them, keep in mind that pricing in comparison to what you already have. But just make sure you release. A good one is 4 products by the end of the year, which is 1 per quarter, which is pretty good for you to manage without spending a ton of time trying to get it done. Okay. Yeah, we did skip 6. I'm sorry. 6, increasing efficiency or productivity. So if you went through this year and you were like, I didn't get half the stuff done that I wanted to get done. This is probably on your goal list for 2020. This is probably on your goal list for 2020. Okay. So increasing efficiency or productivity. Post 4 blog posts per month by the end of the year and create smaller but actionable to-do lists for consistent actions. So this one is not so much as marketing. It does affect your marketing because it's about content release, but this one's more so about execution. If you felt like you were not as efficient or productive this year as you wanted to be, then what needs to happen next year is not you saying, oh, I'm just going to be more productive and efficient. I'm going to make a better to-do list, or I'm going to make a to-do list, or I'm going to schedule myself differently. You need specific, consistent actions that you can do that are smaller, but realistic. Okay. So I post 4 blog posts per month by the end of the year because that is an example of one, but it could be something like, okay, this year I was totally all over the place. I wasn't efficient. I wasn't productive. So next year I'm going to commit to writing a new blog post every Friday. I'm going to commit to releasing an IG. I'm going to commit to recording an Instagram live every Wednesday, all of that kind of stuff. So those are more specific things that will increase your efficiency and productivity. This one may be even a little bit more specific to you because you have to look at, okay, if you felt like you weren't productive, why do you feel like you weren't productive? What is it that you were supposed to get done that you didn't get done? At that point, you know specifically what it is. And I just said that, and some of y'all are probably feeling the fire under your butt because you're like, I know exactly what it was. I didn't release blog posts. I didn't do YouTube videos. I didn't send out as many emails as I wanted to. I didn't create as many products as I wanted to. Okay, so you need to say, I am committing in 2020, I am committing to making a new product every month. In 2020, I'm committing to doing an IG live on Wednesdays. I'm committing to doing blah, 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 blah. But it needs to be consistent, okay? It needs to be consistent, and do not overwhelm yourself and overbook yourself. That's what I said. Create smaller but actionable to-do lists of consistent actions. Okay, we did number 7 because we did these a little bit out of order. Number 8 is increase profit margin. Increase profit margin. So if your goal is to not necessarily have more customers, not grow your, if you're like, okay, I'm not trying to be chasing new customers every 5 seconds. I feel like my email list is at a good place. My following is at a good place. But for the amount of time that I'm spending, if you feel like the amount of time that you're spending on the content creation, working in your business, getting clients, building those relationships, if you feel like that amount of time you're spending is not matching up with what's in your bank account, number 8 is going to be one of your big goals for 2020. So that's increasing your profit margin. So that's you doing, this is where I'm talking about the same amount of hours, more money, or less hours, more money. This is what I'm talking about, okay? So the marketing goal to successfully accomplish this is to improve your brand positioning on 5 existing products or services to increase product value so that you can increase your prices for those specific products and services, okay? Your brand positioning is huge. A lot of people don't talk about this. I don't know why. I talk about it. I will be talking about it a lot in 2020 because this is really going to help you increase your prices and get higher paying clients that don't question how much you charge. Your brand positioning. That's what that is. That's what makes that work. Okay. So on 5 existing products or services that you have, you are going to aim to increase that price for those specific products and services. And how you will do that is you will take a look at those products. You will redefine the benefits that they offer, the amount of value that they give. If you are business to business, you need to be pricing your services and your products based off of how much money that person can make off of what you're going to give them, not based off of how much time it took you to create it. Okay? This was a huge mindset shift for me, and it just recently happened. But this is a huge mindset shift for me. Okay, not based off of your time, based off of how much value that person is going to get from it. So if you create an ebook and it took you an hour to create it, okay, maybe you want to get paid $30 an hour, so you charge $29 for that ebook. But if that ebook contains enough information to make somebody $100, the ebook needs to be $100. Some people will tell you to make it a third of what that person can make. There's a couple of different formulas that I've heard. Some people would make it a third. So you need to be able to make at least your money 3 times your money of what you paid for it. Or you need to be able to make your money back on it. Those are the 2 that I've heard the most often. Either one works. just don't sell yourself short. And if you're looking to work less hours and make more money, you're going to need to increase your prices. And in order to do so, you have to really spend some time on your brand positioning. So that's going to be like, that's like a whole nother conversation, because brand positioning is really, really deep. But I have something at the end of this for you guys if you want to take a deeper dive into brand positioning. Also consider taking new trainings, certifications, or education. The more that you educate yourself as a business owner, the higher you can charge, because you know more. Because the more you know, the more value you are able to give, and the more value you are able to give, the more of a premium price you should be charging. So consider that. Not even consider that. Do it. Take new trainings, get certifications, get education. I've taken so many classes where I'm like, I really feel like I could be teaching this class, but you know what? I'm going to take it because that teacher may say something that I don't know. I have no idea. And me going to that class with open ears, taking the training, taking the certification, getting the education, reading the books, that is going to put me ahead. It's going to add to my list of accolades, and I'm going to get paid more. It works in entrepreneurship the same way it works with college degrees. If you got a bachelor's degree, you're going to get paid more than somebody who doesn't. If you've got a master's degree, you're going to get paid more than somebody that has a bachelor's degree. It doesn't always work that way, but guess what? In entrepreneurship, we make our own rules. So if I say I'm getting paid more, or this invoice is going to be more because I have a master's degree, and the other person that you're thinking about talking to doesn't have a master's degree, or doesn't have 5 certifications or 8 classes or whatever, that person is not going to question you. That's the big thing. They're not going to question you. You know what I mean? They're going to pick who they want to pick, but they're definitely not going to question you for charging more if you have more accolades. That's never going to happen. So if you're looking to increase that profit margin and really, really, really get paid more and work less, take classes. I did a lot of that this year. I took a lot of trainings. I got certified. I'm a certified marketing coach. I haven't even added that to my bio yet. I'm a certified marketing coach now. I don't know anybody else who is a coach who is specifically certified in marketing. I went through 6 months of coach training. Then I went through another 3 months of marketing specified. So I'm a certified business coach, but I have a specialization in marketing. Y'all, and I just dropped $1,000 on a ticket to a conference. One conference, $1,000, the ticket. It was $997, same difference. One conference, 3 days. So take the education, take the training. I know sometimes it seems like, why am I doing this? I already know this information. Do it anyways, okay? Would we use that 1/3 formula on the investment we made for certifications as well? Yeah. If you took a certification, you should be able to at least make your money back, if not 2 to 3 times more than what you took on it. So like if you took a class, so for example, I got that ticket is to the 10X conference. It's Grant Cardone's, okay? 10X. So I can take those, I could take those classes from all those days and come out and make a program that costs $3,000, because I know $3,000 worth of information now. Even more than that, because of all the people that you've met. But you know at least $2,000 worth. You know at least enough. If you go to a conference where you pay $1,000 for that ticket, you're going to learn at least enough to come out and teach $1,000 class yourself. May not be on the exact same subjects, but you're going to know how to teach what you already knew before you got there in a different, more efficient way. You're going to be able to explain your value a lot more. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to go to a Grant Cardone conference and say, if you guys don't know who Grant Cardone is, he's a very, very wealthy real estate investor. But I'm not going to go to a Grant Cardone conference, turn around and say, I'm going to teach y'all exactly what they taught me for the same price they taught it to me for, even though I just went 3 days ago. What I'm going to do, all of the knowledge I had before I showed up there, I'm going to take all of that knowledge and I'm going to rework it and say, you know what? This knowledge is valuable that I came with. I'm going to use what I learned to teach this better, to help you execute. I'm going to rework the way that I explain this program and how I offer you benefit and how I offer you value. So you're using the tools that you learn to take the knowledge you already had, level it up, and charge a little bit more for it. And that's really where you start working a lot less hours than what you're working right now, okay? Especially if you're service-based. Especially if you're service-based. Number 9, increasing customer referrals. Increasing customer referrals. If one of your big 2020 goals is to get more referrals from customers that you have previously had, this is a really common one too. I'm so glad that I put this one in there because I was like thinking, I was like, I don't know. But this is really a goal. Like sometimes we just want our customers that we had previously to refer us, because not only do our customers love us, we love our customers, and we're proud of the work that we've done, and we're proud of the people that we've helped and the progress that those people have seen. And we want everybody to know, I helped her, we did that together, or I helped him, we did that together. Some people like to just be behind the scenes. That's usually me. But I do love it when I get tagged in an Instagram post and somebody's like, I'm watching Kelly while I'm cooking, or I'm watching Kelly's class, I'm winding down and watching, I'm learning. I love that. I love those. That's a type of customer referral, okay? And you want people to do that same thing to you, because that's how your Instagram following grows. That's how your customer base grows. That's how your products get seen by more people without you paying for marketing, because people are so happy with what they got and the experience that they had that they are naturally referring you to others. So if this is one of your 2020 goals, specifically for marketing, this is what you're going to do, okay? Implement a customer loyalty program or customer ambassador program by the end of the first quarter. I say by the end of the first quarter because let's be honest, you guys, it should not take you more than 3 months to come up with a customer loyalty program. You've got 50 million examples around you. This is me being like the straightforward execution coach that I am. Like, you know what loyalty programs look like. We see them all over the place. Some people use points. Some people use, you make 9 purchases, you get your 10th one free, or you purchase, if you refer us with your referral code, you'll get 10% of whatever that person bought, whatever it is. You need to create a customer loyalty program or customer ambassador program by the end of the first quarter. Review its successes and shortcomings each quarter thereafter, and have your best customers introduce your product to new and prospective customers via social media posts, joint videos, etc. If you're in a service-based business, an example of what this would look like is your customers that have ordered the most from you, your top 10 customers. You send them an email and say, hey, I just created this customer ambassador program. If I will offer you a marketing plan each quarter if you post, about my business services on your page, or if you join me for a live video each quarter and we talk about one of my expertise, or you allow me to go live on your page once a quarter, I'll give you a free marketing plan. Okay, that is like super high level customer loyalty, customer ambassador program. A lot of people only see these types of programs with product-based businesses, but it works with service-based businesses too, especially if you're business to business, because you're able to tap into the audience that your customers have, and your best customers don't mind because they're benefiting, because they're bringing they're bringing you, another expert, to their audience. And then they're also receiving something on the back end for it that's making it easier to run their business. So if you're business to business, really consider that model. If you are business to consumer, consider finding your top 5 to 10 customers and offering something of value to them, and have them post on their social media, or have them do just a short video or Instagram video, just advertising what they got from you, whether it's a product or a service, it doesn't really matter, okay? So if you want to increase customer referrals, you need to have a really big focus on implementing that loyalty program by the end of the first quarter. You got 90 days. You got 90 days. Go ahead. Well, you got 100. Yes, if you start tonight, you got 110 days. But if you start in January, you got 90 days, but it shouldn't take that long. Doesn't need to be anything too complicated, okay? Number 10, last common goal on the list. If your goal for 2020, one of your biggest goals is to retain your existing customers to increase revenue without chasing new customers. So if you are fine with your current client load, if you're like, I'm cool with the current clients I have, I've got 15 people that are repeat buyers and I'm okay with those 15 people. I just want to make a little bit more money. This is how you do that, right? You reduce your errors or bugs to zero. So any hiccups that you have in your customer client process, make sure you reduce those errors. Ask your current customers for feedback to improve their experience. What could I have done differently? What could I have done better? And then relaunch your existing products you already have. So don't take time to create new products. If you are not interested in chasing new customers, if you are not interested in growing your email list, if you are not interested, there's so many ways to make money. That's why I'm telling y'all this. But if you are not interested in acquiring a bunch of new customers and putting a bunch of new people in your welcome email funnel and all of that, and you are fine with your 20 or 30 customers, you just want to make more money without having to release new products, right? Because we talked about that earlier, without having to release new products if you don't want to, without having to go to a new market or go to a whole new market and start your marketing all over. If you don't want to have to do that, improve your customer experience, get feedback from your current customers, and relaunch products and services that you already have, updated with better features, and offer them to previous customers at a discount. And consider creating a higher value ladder to add on to the offer that your existing customers already are buying as a next step with you. So what this may look like, I'll give you guys an example because I was trying to decide this before I decided to expire my services. I said, maybe I just need to get some feedback to improve experience, and then I can relaunch the services I already have. So I can still offer digital product creation. I can still offer custom made Instagram posts, but I'm going to update it and add better features. They're going to get a little bit more than they used to get. Okay, maybe it's a few more posts. Maybe they get motion posts. Maybe they get, my Instagram caption writing formula or something to that effect. And I give my customers that have already ordered previously a deeper discount. So I would send out an email and say, hey, I've updated this product and service that you bought 2 or 3 months ago. I've updated it. There's better features. We fixed these kinks in the system. I want to offer this product to you at a big discount. Here's the coupon code. Hope you reorder. Thanks. That's going to make me a lot of money from people that already bought from me. I'm not going out to find new customers. I'm emailing the same 5,000 something people that have been on my email list forever. I'm emailing those same people, right? And I'm just making more money from the same people by offering them a better experience. Or what I could also do is say, hey, you ordered previously these custom-made Instagram posts. We went back, we did some research. We want to improve our customer experience. So now we're offering these to be scheduled with captions. Now we're offering these to be scheduled with captions, and we're also providing Instagram video details. That's a higher value ladder product because it's an add-on to the same product it was before, but it's going to cost a little bit more. So those people that you already have that already spend money with you are going to pay a little bit more because you've added a little bit more value. Okay, so that is number 10. So those are my 10 goals. Doesn't marketing seem a lot more clear now? I feel like just over the past 30 minutes, we have gone a lot more clear on marketing and like what it can mean for you and what it looks like when someone guides you. Because marketing is not really something, there's a lot of things in business that you can Google, let's be honest. There's a lot of things you can Google, you can take classes, you can look it up on YouTube. Marketing is not one of those things. Like marketing is not something that you can just be like, I'm going to Google how to market my hair business. You're going to get some stuff, but it's not going to be detailed enough for you to make 6 figures and 6 figures and 6 figures over and over again all throughout the year off of. It's going to probably get you to it probably won't even get you to 6 figures on marketing. It'll probably get you to 50,000, and then it'll probably ask you to put 10,000 in ads and all this other kind of stuff. Everything I just listed on that list of 10 strategies is going to make you more money with less hours spent are free. None of those are with paid ads. Adding paid ads to all of that will make you a ton more money. But I always start with the strategies that are free to you and free to market first, because that is the basis, that's the foundation that you need to really build a 7-figure business. But if you're looking to scale, if you're looking to really grow in 2020 and go a little bit past that 6-figure mark, or a lot past that 6-figure mark, you're going to need that. Okay. So what I have for you before I open it up for question and answer, I do have something for you. I'm starting a group coaching at the beginning of the year. I'm opening up for a group coaching where I'm going to be hosting a weekly class like this every single week. It's going to be just as detailed, and there's a lot of value that you're going to get inside of this class. So it's 4 weeks of group coaching. So I'm guiding you through growth hack marketing, which is marketing that's specifically going to help you grow your business. So if that means you want employees, if that means you want to just be you and you want to make more money, or if you want to move into a physical location and get your own office, any of those things, this is growth hack marketing to help you scale your business. This group coaching is going to be for you. So what you'll get is a live class each week, just like this with me. You'll get a workbook that covers the 4 weeks of worksheets and activities. So this specific class didn't have worksheets and activities, but I am going to send you this slideshow for you to keep and look over and print out and take notes and whatever for the goals that you have for next year. But you will get a workbook that covers the 4 weeks of worksheets and activities and group coaching. You'll also get a digital download of all class slides. So off of each 4 classes, you will get all of the slides as a digital download. You will also get a replay of each class to watch unlimited as many times as you need, an open question and answer session each week, a 1-page marketing plan template that is going to simplify your business. Oh my goodness. Because making more money literally comes down to, let's simplify this process and increase the amount of eyes that are on your products, okay? Or your services. You'll also get my how I create more content in less time blocking schedule. So I have a specific time blocking schedule that I use to get more done in less time, specifically with content creation, because that is what takes the longest amount of time. And you'll also get my list of automated systems to increase revenue. So you're going to get all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those things. You will get all 8 of those things over the course of 4 weeks, and you will have access to all 8 of those things for a lifetime. The total value of this group coaching program is $997, but I'm not going to give it to you for $997. I'm going to give it to you for $147 because it's 2020. And this is the time for you to get in now and learn ahead of time. So instead of spending all of 2020 the way you spent all of 2019, being stressed and working 40 hours at work and 40 hours in your business, which is 80 hours a week, or working 20 hours at work and 60 hours of work in your business, which is still 80 hours a week, 2020 is the year where you're going to spend your first month with me getting everything you need to scale your business with marketing. You're going to plan, you're going to execute, and you're going to set yourself up to work 20 hours a week or less and make at least 6 figures, at least. Okay? Because that's what I work. I have virtual assistants now, but I work 20 hours or less and I make more than 6 figures. So if you want to scale your business, and you need a guide through your marketing, because this is obviously a lot easier with a guide, then I have that group coaching. I'm going to drop the link in the box, but let's go ahead and open up for question and answer. So does anyone have any questions? EST. I live in Atlanta, so I always do EST, 7 p.m. EST. I'm going to give you now there's limited space for group coaching for January. If you're here live, I am going to send you all of the slides from this class. And I'm going to host another free class. So if you know, now there are limited spots. If you know for sure, I want to be in that group coaching, I need to go ahead and get my spot, go ahead and get your spot. It's $147. You get all of those bonuses I just showed you. If you're still not sure, if you're like, I don't know, I need a little bit more, I'm hosting another free class next Friday. I'm hosting a free class every Friday until group coaching starts. They're going to be all on different marketing topics. You're going to be able to get a better feel for my teaching style. You'll get information you can make money off. You got information tonight. You don't have to wait till 2020 to make money off that information. You can take what I gave you tonight and make money off the information this week and then be like, okay, this works. I'm ready for group coaching. I'm ready. Or you can struggle, because I know there's going to be someone in here that's like, I got it. I got everything I need for 2020. And they're going to get to 2020 and the spots are going to be full. Or I'm sorry, they're going to get to 2020 because it starts January 3rd. They're going to get to 2020 and be like, oh man, I should have enrolled in group coaching. Or they're going to wait. Spots are full. So don't be that person. But I am going to be teaching another free class next Friday. Same time, same place. Friday at 7. Let me look at my questions here. The 147 is a one-time payment. It's a one-time payment. It's 4 weeks, and then you have access to all of the resources unlimited. So I have it set up as an online portal where you can log in. I'm also going to send it via email. If you just want to download it, you can do that, whatever works for you. But it's just a one-time payment of 147, and it's 4 weeks long. You can work on more than one of these goals. What I would tell you is don't work on more than 2 at a time. Do not work on more than 2 of these goals at a time until you get them down pat. So if you say, okay, I'm going to start with 2 of these for January, and you get to February and you've proven consistency and you have seen results, then you can add on another goal. But start with no more than 2. And until you get results with those 2, then you can go back and add on additional, one at a time additional. I do offer product marketing in the form of marketing plans. So I have 3 different levels of marketing plan. I have a 30-day, a 60-day, and a 90-day. They are content marketing plans. So they detail out and tell you specifically what you should post, what types of videos you should be creating, monthly themes. There's like a plan of execution that comes with it, but it tells you specifically what to post on social media. A few of you in here have a marketing plan from me. It like literally solves all of the, what do I post today? I wonder what my people want to know. Is this content or video that I'm posting going to help sell my product? It solves all of that for you. So that works for product-based marketing. If you have an online shop and you sell physical products, those marketing plans work for, they work for product-based marketing. I do offer, someone asked me if I offer one-on-one coaching. Yes, I do offer one-on-one coaching. I do offer one-on-one coaching. Send me an email and I will send you pricing, because I just relaunched my website, so I don't have the details on it yet. I don't have the details on it yet, but I do offer one-on-one coaching. I'm actually thinking of adding something to my one-on-one coaching. So We'll see. I have a lot of workbooks that are made, physical workbooks that are being shipped to me right now that are all releasing next year. All of my one-on-one clients will get all my workbooks. I have 12. I have 12 for next year. One's coming out each month. So if you are my one-on-one client, you'll receive that workbook each month. But aside from that, group coaching, you'll also get a workbook. You'll get the digital form. If the physical form gets here in time, I'll send you the physical form before we start coaching. If it gets here after, I'll still send it to you guys because I really like physical workbooks to write in. I actually will listen to a book on audio and go back and buy the physical book just to have the physical copy. So I like to provide that to my students as well. But yes, so there are limited spots for group coaching. So make sure you get in there. Make sure you get in there. What is the best way to market a new product for making eating meals much more convenient that is currently on a quick Kickstarter campaign? Making eating meals much more convenient. You mean pre-made meals? I think pre-made meals, when you're marketing it, you just have to think about the benefits of someone having a pre-made meal. Like the convenience of meal prep is like amazing. So you have to look at who are you marketing it to and how are you explaining it? Because meal prep to someone who's a stay-at-home mom is not that big of a deal. Like you're a stay-at-home mom, you have all day. I mean, a stay-at-home mom with no job. Some stay-at-home moms have jobs, and so it's a little different. But like, look at who you're marketing it to versus if you're marketing meal prep to someone who works a 9 to 5, is very busy, but also wants to go to the gym every night and stay healthy. Marketing meal prep to that person is going to be a lot more effective because not only do they understand the seriousness of eating better, eating healthier, that's also somebody who's going to invest because to them, they would rather have someone cook for them than them cook for themselves, and they're willing to pay for it. So look at who you are marketing to specifically, get very specific with that audience, and how are you explaining what meal prep is? Because you have to use the right words. Some people say meal prep, some people use meal plan, some people use, like some people say pre-made. Like it just depends on how you're saying it because people have to understand what you're offering them. Okay, I'm hopping off of here. I am going to send you the slides. It's probably going to take me, because I'm inside the boutique right now, so it's going to take me about an hour to do that. But be looking for that email tonight with a download of all the slides that I shared in this class. Hopefully you're on my email list. I'm going to be sending out the link for next Friday's free class in my email list, so you can go ahead and get registered. I am saving this replay. It's only free live. All my free classes are only free live, but I'm saving this replay. You'll be able to grab it in a bundle at the beginning of next year if you need it. But thank you so much for joining me live. I hope you guys have an awesome Friday, productive Saturday, and a chill self-care Sunday. See you later.